Greetings, comrades. Hope this finds you well. Today is Sunday. I think I'll put this video out tomorrow. And this was, I think, end of week 12, week 11. I don't know. You'll see in the title of a quick shout out to INN of the Homegrown / Forage Food Challenge that I started several months back, just to try to consume something each day that I either grew or foraged myself, just to make sure. Oh, shut up, pardon that. Just so just to make myself more accountable to try to consume more stuff that is homegrown and foraged, and to hopefully inspire other people, and to just increase my knowledge and increase my capacity to grow more homegrown food, forage more food for myself, for my family, for my community, so I'm able to have a bigger abundance of it, so I'm able to share it with more people, because that's one of the great things about growing food and having an excess of it is being able to literally share the highest quality food on the planet. From my perspective, superfood is homegrown or foraged, right? You're not going to get any higher quality food than something you grew or found in the wild yourself. So this week we had persimmons, very close. Damn, this lighting is nice. Very close to the end of persimmon season, but I've been eating those for going on a solid 2+ months at this point, which is just fucking amazing. Had potatoes several times this week in a couple of different forms in soup. Partner tried to make like these crisps out of them last night. Didn't turn out crisp, but they were turned out super tasty. Gonna try that again. Had garlic on the potatoes, had garlic in soup, had frozen tomatoes in the soup, had frozen blackberries and oatmeal several times this week. Also had some apple chips. Let me think of that. That might be everything, but that's decent. I mean, that's almost a different food each day, even though it's not necessarily what was happening, but pretty cool. And something I would definitely want to get into more of this year is getting more staple crops. Like I've gotten pretty freaking good at growing potatoes, particularly in containers and grow bags in my backyard. I'm going to double down on that next year, because just the quality is literally on point, like better than fucking store-bought potatoes, both in appearance, aesthetics, doesn't really matter obviously, but in taste, the taste has just been phenomenal. So definitely growing more potatoes. I also want to grow some dry beans. I grew one year. I just wasn't a super fan of this particular variety, so I'd like to grow those again, but try a different variety that the flavor is a little bit more pleasant, if you could say, right? I also like to try to get a plot at a community garden to try to grow like some winter squash, because those are really good for storage and super nutrient dense. So definitely just want to double down on growing more staple crops, right? And hopefully I want to contact this local park around here that already has some fruit trees growing on it. They have like apples, crab apples, there's a pear tree there, there's some cherry trees. It kind of just looks like it used to be an old kind of farm basically, and to see if I could procure some fruit trees and plant some there. So I want to contact that parks department soon and see if that would be an option, just because it's super cool just to have these different parks around here with different fruit trees on them that people can just go pick if they don't have access to land to grow them themselves. Because again, if you only have a small amount of space and you want to maximize how much food you get out of that, you're probably not going to plant a fruit tree there. You're probably going to go with a raised bed, some pots, some containers, grow things that you're able to get faster, right? And if you're maybe renting, or if you only have a little balcony on your apartment, right, you're not going to be able to plant a fruit tree there necessarily, at least a very big one. So having those public spaces where people can get this high quality fruit for free is super important. So that's something I definitely want to pursue this year and see what comes of it. And if not, just plant the trees there anyway, or, you know, find somewhere else to do some guerrilla gardening, because that's another way, you know, if you don't have access to land, or if you just want to get more fruit trees out into the broader world, is to just go find a place where you think would be a good spot for a fruit tree, and just go plant it. I've done that a couple of times before. Neither of them survived, which is kind of unfortunate. One was not super far from me. Another one was at a kind of a local hiking spot I like to go to. I think there are fig trees in both cases. They both ended up dying, but that's definitely something I'd like to do some more of. Just basically, you know, plant fruit trees wherever we can. If it's in, you know, a median of a traffic circle, or, you know, a local park, wherever, like, that's fucking awesome, right? It's kind of an act of resistance. Maybe not something that's necessarily legal per se, but why the fuck should that be illegal? Literally planting fruit trees, something that's going to give you fruit for years, if not decades to come. So still going strong into month 3. I think I'm going to try to do a live stream maybe Tuesday night and go over just some kind of basics of gardening and growing food, just to share some of my knowledge and experience from that, just to get that out there, because again, somebody who's giving this presentation I had to go to, or this training for work, several years back, said, you know, knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied, and being able to, you know, grow your own food, super important. You know, as the Black Panther Party said, survival pending revolution, right? Like the video if you like the damn video, subscribe for more content. All part of the people. Peace, much love.